Hello, I'm Jerome Pin, and welcome back to Planet Crafter, where of course in the last episode we opened the door in the Mushroom Cave, and I keep wanting to say Mushroom Kingdom, but it is the Mushroom Cave, which then led us to the big door that we'd already known about in this Super Alloy Cave, and then that led us to the Lush Valley, where we collapsed or the mountain opened up and we were able to go to Lost Paradise. That was pretty cool. I think I got all the gold chests, apart from obviously I didn't take the two apart at the final bit. I took all the stuff out, but I didn't take them apart, which is just a bit of aluminium and super alloy, I think, so I'm not too worried about that. But if I did miss anything, let me know. But like I say, I am recording these ahead of time because I'm away. Not this weekend, next weekend. I think it's the 28th, something like that, of October. So I'm starting to record ahead of time, which, as I've said many times, I don't like doing, but you know, I've just got to do that because YouTube will never forgive me otherwise. But yeah, the places were kind of cool. It largely just fills in the backstory, as it says it's lore and automation. So, you know, it largely just fills in the backstory of why all these ships have crashed and so on, because we've heard that they lost power, etc., and there's a reason for that. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it or done it yourself yet, but yeah, it was pretty fun. So I think what we'll do today is we will start to do the automation, and I've taken a bunch of stuff over to the waterfall already. There's a couple of chests over there and that sort of thing, and I've got a bunch of stuff on me as well because I want to start to be able to automate. Let's just come over here and I can show you things like the fertilizer, the tier 2 fertilizer, the bacteria samples, and I want to try and automate as much of that as we can eventually. So I'm probably going to have to build out over the water. I'm not sure how well that's going to work. I'm assuming it's going to suck out of the algae extractors and all that sort of thing, but we also need, I'm pretty sure that was sulfur, wasn't it? Let's just double check that. Yeah, we need an extractor close by, so we need some farms doing the aubergines or the eggplants, and we also then need the algae and sulfur to make that, and then obviously we need a water collector and algae. So yeah, we're going to see how that works. It'll probably take a bit of balancing and that sort of thing, but we definitely want to get to do that. I will eventually put down, where are we? These heaters, the new heaters and the drills, but at the moment I'm not really bothered. As I said before, the fish stage isn't in the game. I'm no desperate rush to get to it. I would quite like to see the planet evolve. I think that's part of the charm of this game personally, is to, you know, land on an orange ball of rock and turn it into a lush planet. I think that's kind of the beauty of seeing these things slowly evolve over time, and the water slowly start to fill up, and the rain and clouds, you know, start to get clouds in the sky and all that sort of thing. I think that's the charm of the game for me personally, so I'm not rushing to push this up just yet, but we will build some of those at some point. I did automate the pulsar quartz, and that has done really well, and as you can see here, I've then gone and made a bunch of those generators, and I've got like 10,000 kilowatts of power available. I also took down some more of my tier 2 extractors. I've still got 6. I will decommission them all eventually. But I've took some of those down. We've just got just over 10,000 power, so that should be enough to automate a load of stuff. It might be a bit of overkill, but beauty is I can always go and take them apart and take the materials back. But I think it's there as a, you know, even if we don't use it this update, we'll probably need it in the next update, and these drills and stuff are going to be pretty power hungry as well. I mean, look at that, 360 energy, 385, so yeah, they're going to be pretty... Oh, we're going to get a rainstorm, great. So anyway, let's get over here and we will check out what I've been doing over here. Okay, right, I just left the rainstorm pass by. It looks like it's easing off now. Whilst I was over here as well, I did find a bunch of these butterflies, and I think that was the butterfly that I was missing. I'd already found these two species, but this one here was the one that I hadn't found. So yeah, I found all those over here while I was moving a bunch of this stuff over here. So if we come over here, I've got some boxes down with the various bits and bobs in. Got some more as well. That over there has got a bunch of stuff as well for the extractors, so we should all be good to go. And look, there we go. I'm not going to pick it up, but well, actually I think we can run it through the recycler. We can run it through the recycler and get the mutagen back. So I think from that respect, I'm probably going to pick those up because it's free mutagen, isn't it, at the end of the day? So yeah. So the first thing we need to do really is get an extractor down, and then also need to, well, actually we probably need to get these down first, don't we, because they're going to start producing. I'm going to build it in this bay, but it's probably a mistake, but I'm going to try and do it in this bay because I just kind of like the idea of that. So and I'm going to put multiples of these down. It's probably not the best spot. If it doesn't work out, we can always move it, but you know, like I say, I don't think it's the best spot, but I'm going to try and do it anyway. I need some bioplastic as well. I've got a bunch of stuff here. I'm somewhat prepared. I wouldn't say I'm totally prepared, but I'm somewhat prepared. So I think they can overlap each other, so which is good because there's a radius around these things. So the main problem we're going to have is building over them. If I do that, so it's going to be a bit of trial and error as well. And then I need more bioplastic. I want to get the water collector down next. So bioplastic, and I needed some of that, some of that, some of that. There we go. Grab a bit of that. There we go. And then probably make one of those, maybe two. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to put that next to it. Oh, no, can I make another one? No, I need more bioplastic again. Fair enough. This may be, this is going to be a bit of trial and error, I think. Might not need this much, but at the same time, I would like to set up... oh crap, I needed more bioplastic. Damn it, okay. Thought I had it. I obviously needed 3. No, I thought it was 2, it's 3. Fair dues. But there we go. Let's set this up first. And then let's get that as close as we can to there. And then I'm going to try and bridge across. Have I got everything I need for that? Or do I need some... where's the extractor? I just need a piece of... Do we got any titanium around? I can't see any. We got some in the box. And then we need to put the extractor down to be able to make... where are we? Titanium. There we go. I've got a bunch of stuff in the other boxes. There's a box over there by the pulsar quartz as well. So, yeah, I got quite a bit of stuff over here. It might not be enough, but... So we need to be able to then extract... Can I put this as close to the edge as we can? If we rotate that round... If I come to, say, here with it... That might just be able to bridge through the middle, but... do you know what the problem is? Can we get that in? Ooh, what are we... Am I clipping... Ooh, well, that would work. I want to get it as close in as I can. And then I can then bridge across if that makes sense. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, bollocks. Okay, let me try and get this placed. Come on, place in there. Yeah, I think it's the algae, isn't it? Do you know what? I think I might need to take the spreaders down first and build out. Yeah, let's do it that way instead. Hang on. Let's rerun that because yeah, that's not a good one. Okay, right, there we go. I've managed to place that down. So then if I bridge across as best as I can out, and then I can put the extractors on, or the automators there, if that makes sense. Oh, bollocks, I've got to hold the control key down. Never mind, I keep forgetting to do that. There we go. And then I can put the algae spreaders either side of this. That should continue going that way. So I've got the stuff for that. So let's put that there. And then we'll put this one here, say, as well. There we go. And then everything's down, and then if I get some more iron quickly, I think I've got some over here, and we'll just bridge across to the other side. Might not need to do that, but I kind of want to do it, so there we go. Let's get a bunch of that done. There we are. And yeah, that pulsar quartz is working out really nicely, so that's good. So let's get this in quick before the algae starts to form. Oh man, not another storm. I've had like rainstorms and meteorite showers and all sorts. Damn, it's just one of those days. So, we should then be able to set this to do sulfur. I'll make sure that works. I think it's just a storm, isn't it? That's fine. Let's have a drink as well. There we go. That's then forming, and then do I have what I need to make... No, I need a super alloy rod. That's fine. I've got one over here, or I've got them in various places around the place, but there we go. We'll sort that out in a minute. I want to start making those as well at some point. Oh, no. Oh, have I not got any? I thought... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I thought I had some over here, but, you know. There we go. Yeah, I found a bunch of those butterflies. I'm going to throw them through a recycler and get all them, like, the resources back from them. I'm pretty sure you can do that, so... I'm going to do that. So... If we have... Where is it? This thing here. Let's just put it down for the second. There, just for the moment, just for argument's sake. I do need some more of these down as well, though, don't I? To put some bee, you know, not beehives, some of those things on. But there we go. So, to make the... So that's what's in range. So we've got algae, and then we should have the water collectors as well. So... we just need the eggplant as well, don't we? So that's what we need, and then we should be able to make fertilizer. So, let's put that down. Oh crap, I need super alloy and some water, damn it. It's going to be a lot of jumping backwards and forwards. I wasn't exactly sure where I was going to put this, so I, you know, put it there. So yeah, just bear with me. And then I need some bees as well, right? And we'll take the seed. Like so, there we go. Again, might need more, might need less. I really don't know, but start it off anyway. Like, wow, that takes up a lot of space, doesn't it? But never mind. Let's then come to, where is it? We put the seed. There we go. And then we'll set that to make the fertilizer. So another one of those would be quite nice. We might want another algae spreader as well. We'll see how it goes though. But yeah, there we go. Damn, did that just... Is that making already? How is that making? Because I... Or did it just auto-pick what was here? I didn't expect that to fire off that quick. Okay, interesting. Let's make another one. It's going to be kind of rough and ready. Let's go and grab some more of that. We'll come over here and we'll make another one. It's going to make one either side of this thing. And then we could then put another one down that does the bacteria samples. Yeah, that's cracking away nicely. I will take it. I'm assuming I might not need this down. I would guess that as soon as a seedling pops... Just try and watch it. I'm assuming as soon as a seedling pops in, it makes, or is it this that it's waiting for? It's possibly that. Does it? Huh. Interesting. I kind of want to watch it now and see what happens. Obviously, there's algae about. There's enough of that. We could always chuck some more spreaders around this platform once we've got that down, and anything then that requires that should be okay. And then we could have a tier 2 fertilizer being made as well here, so we may do that. But I'm kind of curious to see whether this pops. What's kind of triggering it? I'm going to assume it's this. Yeah, so I think it's the sulfur. There's little seedlings here, which is obviously enough. I wonder if that's just a glitch or a bug or something, but I don't know. Either way, I'll take it. So we needed, was it squash for the tier 2? Squash, and we need those methane cartridges. Okay. Well, the tier 2 or the tier 1 fertilizer is in here. We could put a planter on the other side. We've got algae. All we would need is the methane things, wouldn't we? We need like 2 or 3 of those, I think. So let's put... Where is this thing? Let's put this one here, like so. And then I'm going to throw... oh, I don't have one of those yet because I wasn't planning on doing it that way. But yeah, I think it's waiting for the sulfur. So that's kind of weird, but there we go. I wasn't expecting that at all. So that's good. And then is it osmium and a super alloy rod to make these? What was it? Yes, I need some osmium. And I'd set this one over here that was doing uranium. I set it up to do rods. Again, we'll want more of these. We want more of these osmium extractors. I may change this around, and this might change. I kind of like that it's just one of each. I quite like how it turned out, so I don't necessarily want to change it, but we may do. We'll see how that goes. So, we want to build this crafter. I mean, kind of just tempted to build it next to it. I wasn't really planning on that, but there we go. I wasn't planning on this being so efficient. So, there we go. Then you do tier 2 fertilizer, and then obviously I need to put that in there. And then what do I need for the extractors? It's just like super alloy, zeolite, and some rods. Okay, that's no problem. We can do that. So we've got the rods. I need a few of those. Take some of those down. Do you know what? Just take them all. Why not? And then I need super alloy, which will take a bunch of that. And then we need Zeolite as well. There we go. That's kind of what I wanted this here. You can just come and grab the raw resources if you need them, because not everything requires those things. So, I mean, I could put another platform out here, couldn't I? Yeah, let's do that. I hope that doesn't impact them or infringe them in any way, but I don't think it does. A little bit messy, but I don't know. I think we can live with it. Ah, what are we out of? Just need one more Zeolite. We do need 2 for that, don't we? Assuming that all this still works, of course. It's probably the extractors that we're waiting for. So, you know. Let's go and grab that, though. And it's just going to be a series of little production areas, I think. I may have to put teleporters to each one, I think. Let's put one more down. There we go. Now, I think that'll be plenty. Because like the pulsar quartz, we have to go and check that as well. But it only requires 1 extractor. But yeah, we need to take all that stuff out. So it keeps on extracting oxygen, which is kind of annoying. So there we go. You know, I get it. There's loads of oxygen in the atmosphere, so I kind of get that. But there we go. So that should... Ooh, did that just make? No, not yet. So, got that. We potentially have the algae, but we may not have enough algae. Or it might not be working. Or I've done it wrong. Let's say I think this is just... Oh, no. I think it's the algae. There's not enough of it about. We might need to chuck a load more spreaders down. Yeah, I might need to move them a little bit closer or something. I think maybe some more spreaders. So, there we go. Yeah, that just worked. So it is working. It's just the algae is probably the bottleneck, isn't it? So we might want like 2 more spreaders or something. Double up on it. It might need separating out, I really don't know, but yeah. So I need bioplastic, fertilizer, magnesium, water bottles. It's going to get that. Okay, right, I'm back. I mean, to be honest, I possibly could just leave it and it'll slowly work over time. We might want to do that. I think another thing that we want to do as well is the bioplastic. But what do we need for that? Where are we? Bioplastic. It's mushrooms, silicon, and a water bottle. So we could set maybe something this end, because there's water collector there, which is possibly not getting collected by that. I'm not sure. Either way, there's plenty of them, so we don't necessarily need to move that. But yeah, yeah, we might want to move this further over. That could be something that we did. Because there's a lot of algae here that's not being utilised, but at the same time I want to set the bacteria sample up. So, yeah. So let's take this off first, and then I'm going to throw the algae spreaders in because why not? Probably a bit close, but yeah, I'm not sure whether they stack on top of each other. But we're going to go with it. They do. There we are. That's good. So that'll start throwing extras down. Yeah, it's gonna. I'll say it'll slowly work as it, as it slowly ticks along. I think that's fine. I think it'll be okay. And eventually, they'll fill up, and then everything will catch up, and there'll be a reserve then of this stuff all ready to go, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that's all good, I think. So I'd like to make the bioplastic, but I'm gonna need. I've got the water. And I'm going to need the mushrooms and what was it? Mushrooms and silicon, so we could put an extractor down. We'll try and get one on that end. Let's see if we can do that. I think I've got everything in here, have I? Osmium, I've got plenty of those. I just need some titanium. Okay. Yeah, I've got stuff, it's just all over the place at the moment. But there we are. There we go. Nope, don't want to name that. Got plenty of those as well, that's good. So I'm going to run those things through a converter at some point, or the recycler even. Yeah, ooh, hydration low. Just quickly drink that, there we are. That's good. So, can I just snap that onto the end of there? I don't suppose I can. It's going to be a bit annoying, but... Okay, there we go. I managed to snap that onto there. I mean, does that work? So can I tell it to now extract silicon, and will it extract silicon? Because if so, that's kind of cool. I don't think I could get it in there, but yeah, I managed to just clip it in place. That's perfect. So we then need a farm, of which I need some fertilizer, which we have. And I need some bottles of water, which we do have. I just need some super alloy, was it? Yeah, okay. So we got the fertilizer, which is great. And then, oh, I need some mushrooms. Yeah, I need some mushroom seeds as well. Hang on, there's probably going to be a lot of cuts in this one. Yeah, stuff that I'm not foreseeing. And then I think we'll probably get an osmium rod station down somewhere. I might just tack it onto this one, to be perfectly honest. Although I don't really want the... Well, if I put the osmium extractors close enough, the pulsar quartz shouldn't... It should all balance itself out eventually, so... Yeah, I can't say I'm probably just going to leave this like this because I kind of like the way it turned out. So I'm probably just going to leave that like that. So I just need the water, and obviously I'm going to need the seeds, which I don't think I have here. So just quickly jump back. Yeah, I might as well bring you guys for this one. There we are, and that should. So we'll get some more bees because let's grab us some more. There we go. And then we're going to need the seeds. Where are we? Have I got any mushroom seeds? Oh yeah, there we go. I was going to say, I got I got tons of seeds, so I don't necessarily need any more. I think we've got everything else. It's the... Oh no, we don't need bioplastic either. Fair dues. Okay. Well, we're going to grab some more. Raining again? Really? Damn, man, what's going on? I've had like a meteorite shower, 2 rainstorms now. It's like... Damn game. Let's come over here. We'll grab some of that water, though I don't necessarily need it because I got a ton of water. I got a ton of stuff back at the other place, so it doesn't really matter. Let's grab some of this. I guess we could automate the food as well. Can we make that food? That like superfood? Not that I really need that because I feel like the bean still does a really good job, to be perfectly honest. But can we automate that thing? Does this thing make... Yes, it does. So it needs some honey and a bean. So I mean, we could automate that as well at some point. I don't feel like I really need to do that, but you know, we could do it just for the why nots. But yeah, we don't really need that. So back to the waterfall we go. Okay, right, that rainstorm is now backing off. So I've put a couple of platforms here, and I'm going to put these 2 down now. They just fit on that perfectly, don't they? Pretty well much. Yeah, I've never noticed that, but there we go. Let's throw the mushrooms in there. We'll put another one on this side. Oh, that's a little bit upside. There we go. That's good. And then we'll get that one in there, like so. That's perfect. And so now we've got those down. So then we need to build this autocrafter station here. Like so, and then if we say make the bioplastic, I don't know whether the water, is that in range? Oh, it is. Damn, I didn't think that was in range, but it is. There we go. So we've now automated bioplastic as well. So we've got fertilizer, we've got tier 2 fertilizer, which is slowly ticking along. I'm not too worried. We may want to get a second... what is it that we're running out of? Yeah, it's algae, isn't it, really? But I'll say I'm not too bothered. Let's have a look how this looks. But yeah, I think maybe these platforms are kind of stunting growth, aren't they? So we might want to take some of those out and not have these platforms here. That could be a good thing to do, couldn't it? Yeah, I kind of want them there, but do you know what? I think oh look, the things are still floating. Yeah, I think that might be a better idea, and then they'll occupy this area as well. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Let's take those out. I can always jump across. I can always take these out as well. So we've got that down. So I think the next thing to get down is the I want to do the was it the bacteria sample, or should we do that somewhere else because it's getting a little crowded here, isn't it? The other, I was thinking about the other thing as well is that you couldn't do the mutagen, but actually the lava would, the tier 2 mutagen, because you need like the common larvae, but we have common larvae around, so it would work to oh, hang on, no, I don't want to do that. It would work to a certain extent, but we'd need another production chain of that and that, wouldn't we? So we need water, algae, and then obviously we need that and that. I guess we could piggyback on this though, but they are using a lot of the algae is the problem, isn't it? Because this is using, that's using 3 algae and then 4 algae, so we're using a lot of algae. So I think really we probably want to set up a separate station, or maybe build it here. We could try it here, because we've got the algae and we've got the water, but I'd like to do the tier 2, I'd like to do the mutagens as well, if possible, which is sulfur and the methane. I mean, I could build that over here though, couldn't I? Alright, let's continue on. Let's try and put another extractor down first. I don't necessarily need the rods, do I? I've got tons of them. There we go. I do need some more titanium and some more super alloy rods, which I thought I had plenty of. Do I not? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we are. So I've got enough to make another one, right? That's good. Let's have a look at the power as well. It's not going to be too bad. Yeah, look at that. I mean, I've still got used 1700 power, 1600 power, something like that. So we've got plenty of power. I was like, it might be a bit of overkill, but I think that's fine. So I'm going to put... Oh crap, I need some osmium as well, don't I? Never mind. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of jumping about the place and that sort of thing, but that's what's going to happen as I try and get this nailed down. So let's grab a couple more of those, and then we can make some more of these automated things. So I want to try now to automate the this thing. So we do the bacteria sample. Where are we? Bacteria sample, so that should now fire off. Did that require water? Yeah, it required 1 water, but still. Oh, we might want another water collector down. That's possibly something that we're going to want to think about, isn't it? Because this water collector's probably been hammered quite badly, yeah. So I think maybe another water collector down is definitely going to be a good thing. But then let's put the... Can I get that extractor in there? Ooh, I don't know if I can. Kind of want to... Oh, hang on. Come on. Kind of want to... Yeah, there we go. I wanted to clip it to that. Oh! Not exactly the most elegant thing, but still. I'm okay with that. So, we got sulfur. Let's say again, though, we could tap into this side, but there's a lot of algae that's being used, so I don't necessarily want to do that. I think we'll just go with this. Make separate ones. We've got the power, so I have the power. So yeah, and then what do we need to make that now? So we've got the bacteria samples there. We then need, it was sulfur, it was the methane, so we need some of those down now. So we get some more extractors down there. Let's get some extractors down. And I'm going to need a bunch of stuff for that as well. So Zeolite, Super Alloy, and I've got the rods. I'm going to want 3 of those. So how much have I got? Yeah, I'm going to need some more rods. I got plenty of rods. There's a machine over there making them. But yeah, we'll grab them all from here so far. That's great. We'll take that. We'll take all of that as well. So we've got another extractor kit. That's perfect. And then I need Super Alloy and the Zeolite. Yeah, I'm going to leave this as is. I quite like how it's turned out. Is it 3 of those? Yeah, it was. Let's take a bunch more. And then was it 1 Zeolite? I just looked at it. No, it was 2. Okay. Ah, right. Damn it. Okay. Alright, well, let's quickly do this. Well, if we put the thingamabob there, that will clear some space out. So if I put that there, that should encapsulate that one. Switch it over to do mutagen. And then I can get one of these gas extractors down there. But that's it. And then if I get some more zeolite, a couple more zeolites, we should be able to get another 3 or something, another 2 down there. Maybe just one more actually. That might just do it, mightn't it? And then that might be all that mutagen all automated then. So I think possibly just one more extractor, because it does only require 1 gas, doesn't it? So it's not like it needs loads. I think 1 is probably going to be plenty for it. So we just got to let that one fire off, and so that's all working. Oh, hello, hang on. That's sort of working. I think another water collector is definitely going to be the order of the day here, which I don't think I've got the stuff for it. I think the bioplastic is what I'm missing, but with the power of automation, I have some more bioplastic. There we go. So that all works. And then, yeah, that's largely going to be the sticking point, isn't it? It's the water, so get that down. And then this should, in theory, once we get some gas extracted, it should fire. So what do I need to make some more of these? Just need some magnesium. Might just be some on the floor somewhere. There we go. Just do it the old-fashioned way. Let's go for it. No extractors this time, just do that. There we are. So, get another water extractor down. Say, I kind of want to leave it out of the way just in case. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Can I get one more down? Oh, I can. There we are. So that should then supply that with loads of water, because that's largely what's killing it right now, is the water, I think. Do you know what? I may need to replace these algae spreaders down, because it's not spreading into this area, isn't it? So let's try and do that, shall we? Take that down. Again, I might not be wanting to be doubling them up, I don't know, but there we go. And that should then spread into there. So if we just take those down, let's come over this side. Move that into there. Drink from there. Take all that down, and if we go and there. Not ideal, but there we go. We might want the tier 1s, to be honest. That might work better than the tier 2s, but still, it should then respread again. That makes sense, because obviously I killed them off with this stuff, so yeah, I probably should have moved that. Oh well, never mind. So that should now have yet made some mutagen, so there we go. We should be okay. The only annoying thing is you keep extracting oxygen, which is a little bit annoying, but there we go. It is a gas extractor after all, and oxygen is a gas, so, you know, there you go. Unfortunately, you can't do much about that. So, I think we've automated all of that we need to. We've got a bunch. This is ticking along nicely. How's the fertilizer doing? Not great at the moment, but that's probably because that's taken it all. Once that fills up, then this one can fill up on its own, if that makes sense, because we've essentially made 6 fertilizer at the moment, or 5 fertilizer, and I think I took a bit out as well, but yeah, it's made enough. Once that one fills up, then this one will fill up. That one will stop taking some of the resources that it needs, like the algae, for instance. It'll take those 2 down, and it'll start devoting it to that. Obviously, just pull at these spreaders, so it's going to take a little bit of time to resort itself. So let's see what else we should make. Well, I think the rods and the osmium rods is probably the next ones to go for, isn't it, really? I think that's probably the next ones to do. Start going for that. We could use the platform I built originally, but I don't think I'm going to do that. We've already automated those 2. We have automated that. We've automated that. We've automated that and that and that and that. So really, the explosive powder, which I don't desperately need, but I probably am going to build some nuclear reactors, because I got so many uranium rods. Why not? So We'll get the osmium and we'll get the super alloy. I'm not going to make 8 super alloy extractors for 1 aluminium. It's just way too overkill. I think I'll put like 4 down and do it that way, because eventually it'll catch itself up. So I think that's probably fine. So let me get all the materials together for that, and I'm probably going to build that over there. We might want to group everything together, I'm not sure. We may have to move that from there and that from there or something. Because obviously these ones have to be next to water. There's not much I can do about that. So I guess it'd be kind of nice to centralise everything around here, but I'm just going to leave it for anyway. So yeah, let's get some of this stuff together, and we'll try and build some more extractors, and that should be most of the automation done then. Okay, right, everything looks like it's working out over here. I just come back just to see how it was doing, and obviously all of these bacteria samples have been sucked over to there. Yeah, we could possibly make this a little bit more elegant, but it kind of works. This is obviously maxed out at the moment, and that's fine. And then over here, as I say, this will slowly work. We might want some more algae spreaders, or I might want to spread them out a bit more, or yeah, you know, it might require a bit of refining, but it is slowly working after all, so that's okay. But we could always switch this over to the tier 1 stuff or something like that. But yeah, at the moment it seems like it's working out alright. So it's working out better than I thought it was going to anyway. So we've extracted plenty of that. This as well, extracting that. And that's coming along nicely. So yeah, we're doing alright. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I am going to call it here. We'll end the episode, and then all we've got to do then is automate a few more things. These two have been automated. As I say, I'm not really bothered about a fabric. I'll just make that by hand. Same with the ice. I don't really care about that. Engines, not bothered about that either. The food we might do. The mutagen would be good. Tier 2 mutagen would be nice, but at the moment the trees... Do the new trees require tier 2? Or was it tier 1? I can't remember. Either way, it'd be nice to do that. The explosive powder... the explosive powder and the 2 rods are really about all we've got left, isn't it? And maybe the superfood. Do we need to... I can't remember what we need now for those new trees. There's those mushroom trees. Do they require tier 2? I think they do. It'd be nice to automate it anyway. I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, it does require the tier 2. Everything else 1, and then that one's 2. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, we'll try and automate those in the next episode. I think it's a little bit messy over there, but it works. So... it's a bit like spaghetti conveyor belts in Satisfactory or something. I guess as long as you know it works and you know how it works, that's all that matters. But to someone else, I guess it's a mess. But yeah. But anyway, I'll say I think for now, I think this is where I'm going to call it anyway. And I'm going to end the episode here. So if you like that one, please give me a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. Subscribe for more. I really do appreciate it. Stay safe out there, everyone. And I'll catch you next time.